last fire will rise. The last fire will rise behind those eyes. Black house will rock. Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear. That voice so clear.
You dick. Hello, YouTubers, and Merry Christmas. So being as it will be, it'll actually be Christmas Eve when I post this video this week, I figured I'd bring you a special Christmas episode. So here, as you can see, you've got the tree here. Stay Puft, of course, all sorts of goodies. We got a Jack Skellington there, Freddy Krueger, all sorts of awesome. Oh, Mork from Ork. You know, just all sorts of great ornaments. I've always been a fan of getting, like, you know, random goofy ornaments. So anyway, for this year's Christmas special, I thought I would review The Santa Claus. This is the Tim Allen Christmas movie that's become like one of, for me personally and for a lot of people, it's become like one of the Christmas classics, one of those Christmas movies you just have to watch every year around this time. Stars Tim Allen, and he plays an executive at a toy company named Scott Calvin. Just so happens to have those same initials, SC, Santa Claus, Scott Calvin. Okay, so this one obviously is a little less PC, I guess, because it starts off with the current Santa Claus falls off of his roof, basically, and so they kind of hint towards the fact that he didn't necessarily actually get hurt. He kind of just staged it sort of in a way of like that's a Santa Claus's way of retiring, I guess, because they kind of give you the Disney. I mean, it's a Disney movie, so you know they couldn't go too dark with it. So he gives you like the wave off. But basically, you know, he falls off of guy's roof. He's no longer Santa Claus. So with no Santa Claus, somebody has to take over. So not knowing, not really believing that it's real. At the behest of his little son, Scott puts the costume on. As it turns out, as you know, the Santa Claus, which is the clause on that card, that he reads, by getting into the suit, that makes him the new Santa Claus. So you know, he delivers the rest of the presents that year, obviously still looking like Tim Allen though, because he hasn't Santified, so to speak, yet. Panther, as always, trying to be in the video. So then he gets back to the North Pole and where the head elf Bernard kind of explains all that to him. So meanwhile, the whole next year he's sort of in denial about what happened, thinks it was just a dream. But his kid, you know, being a little kid, he knows what happened, he knows what he saw, and he believed in Santa Claus anyway because he was a little kid. So you know, for him it's just second nature. It's like, oh yeah, this is, you know, it's not weird at all. But as you can imagine, you know, being an adult who's since grown up and, you know, no longer really believes in that sort of stuff, it's hard for Scott. It's hard for, you know, his family around him. You know, he's split up with his ex-wife, who was the mother of his child. So, you know, it looks bad on him, them being divorced and him, you know, wanting to have partial custody of the kid, but yet he's, you know, all this Santa stuff is going on and they think, you know, he's off his rocker. So it's kind of all about that, and he slowly kind of becomes Santa Claus, and you know, of course, it's a Disney movie, so of course it's going to have your happy ending. I'm not spoiling anything there. It's a Disney movie and a Santa Claus movie at that, so I mean, of course it's going to have a happy ending. But you know, it's just a really heartwarming, heartfelt, great movie that to me has been added as it's just Christmas classic. It's one that I will watch every year, at least once around this time of year. So, you know, if you haven't seen it yet, I can't imagine what you've been waiting for. I definitely highly recommend it. Okay, thank you, YouTubers. Have a nice day and Merry Christmas. You dick.